Let's prepare a base with a wooden stake in the center. With plaster and polystyrene, make an oval support to model a head. Let's read up on human anatomy, and above all on the proportions of the human face. Let's begin. We use a plasticine that is not dark gray, but of a light color and possibly of a color as close as possible to the color of the skin. It allows us to see the modeling defect better. In this case I have to model a generic male face. No particular reference. Sculpture for animatronics has differences compared to classical Renaissance sculpture. It must be without expressions. The motivation is due to the fact that expressions, laughing or crying, getting angry, etc., they are created by servo motors in the mechanics inside the skull. If we model a smiling face, then it will be very difficult with the movements of the servo motors to make it cry or angry. For this reason the face must have a neutral expression. To smooth the clay, just use white spirit. Here we have a set of tools to simulate human skin. This is a short-haired round brush. This brush creates a slight runniness effect. I made this rubber latex skin from the peel of a mandarin. This is an effect very similar to human skin. This instead I brushed the rubber latex on an orange. The result is a little stronger and is good for making the skin of older people. This is a small piece of towel fabric and has short pile. The effect is soft and light. This other piece of fabric is very wrinkled, and is a piece of rag for washing on the floor. Let's see the effect it has. This effect is for making the skin of very old people. This is a series of strings fixed at the ends. Let's see the effect. I use this effect to make even more pronounced skin, such as zombies, corpses, Halloween masks, etc. These are two rolls made by me to make large sculptures such as dinosaurs, elephants, crocodiles, etc. For our head, the skin of the tangerine peel is more suitable. Another important thing are the eyes. You will notice that I modeled the eyes half closed to facilitate opening and closing the eyelids. If we model the eyes open, then closing the eyelids will be more difficult. The silicone rubber will not have the necessary extension to completely close the eyes. Make the skin wrinkled, especially where the beard originates, taking into account that half of the effect will disappear due to the model, shape and casting process. Once the modeling is finished, we move on to the mold. These incisions on the edge are calls to recombine the mold with the counter mold, which we will do later. To make the fiberglass mold, we need to make the gill coat with polyester resin. Catalyst. Aerosol is a thickener. Industrial talc. There is no fixed rule for the proportions. The important thing is that the gel coat must not be too liquid, because it would drip, nor too solid, which would be difficult to spread. It must be more or less like yogurt. Put about 2% of catalyst. Spread the gel coat with a soft brush, without pressing on the plasticine. Wait 3 to 5 hours for the gel coat to harden. Catalyze the resin and apply a first coat of gel coat. Cover your head with a layer of glass wool. Press down the glass wool well without leaving air bubbles. Reinforce the edges with more glass wool or resin. After about 3–5 hours, it has pulled. Detach the mold from the plasticine. Clean the mold from the plasticine. We trim the edge of the mold. We'll see the rest in the next video.